Oh no, I don't want to do that. Hey, loves. Peace, YT family. Peace, FB family. Peace, TikTok family. Y'all ready to learn something? Let's tap the screen. Let's tap the screen. Hi, Cookie. Hi, Clarissa. How are you, Clarissa? How are you? Alina, how are you? Peace. Come in, my loves. Tap the screen for me. Mrs. Lisa McCoy. Hi, Micah. How are you, loves? Come on now. Let's tap the screen. Let's build the vibes. Hashtag FYP. Come on in, YT family. How y'all doing? Don't be shy. Comment. You can comment. Comment, say hey. It don't hurt to say hey. How y'all doing? I will make it last. How y'all doing? Come on in. YouTube, YT. I typically have the presentation up. However, I am casting live on TikTok. So, Mika B. Hi, love. How are you, my love? Peace, love. How are you? We're going to be getting started with our Saturday night lesson. I'm not seeing the hearts coming up. Is it just me? TikTok? Can you all, are you tapping the screen? Can you comment and let me know if you're tapping the screen? It might be just my algorithm. Peace. Jayville, how are you, Miss Nwala? How are you, Tommy? Shanta, how are you? Let me see. Are we tapping this? Let me see if I can see. It must be a delay on my end. Let me see if I can comment. We're just building up the algorithm before we come in. DJ, how are you, my love? Let me. I'm check. Okay, so the algorithm is working. Y'all just not talking to me. Okay, I get it. It's all right. Axe, aka Quiet Storm. Hi, love. You have different names on all platforms. Hi, beautiful. How you doing? Come on. We're gonna be getting started after this. We're just building up the algorithm. Please tap the screen for me. Share the live. Tap the screen, share the live, like, comment. It's not gonna hurt you. Trust me. We're about to have a good mastery lesson this evening. We're gonna be talking about 3 things that you are doing. 3 reasons why you're not attracting what you want. Will I marry you? Hi, Sugar. How are you? Saga? Is that Saga? How are you? Hi, William. How are you, my love? Peace. How y'all doing? Listen, TikTok, it be taking a minute. Come on, I need y'all to catch up. Hi, Adria. How are you? Adira. How are you, Adira? Hi, Nana. Thank you so much for coming in. Come on, share out the live, my loves. Let's listen, support. I can't do this without you. So the way you show your support. Zamir, how are you, my love? Meg the Stallion will 100% look like you in 30 years. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you so much, my love. Hi, peace, William. How are you? Come on in, love. Listen, we gonna have a fun night. We gonna have a fun night. This evening. It's gonna be good. Let me shrink myself a little bit so y'all can see. Sung out. Hey, to the bodies getting drug out. Hot boys, play your part. What else gonna be? But come on. Let's build it. Let's build the frequency up. Let's build the frequency up. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you, sister. I bought your book a long time ago. I love your spirit. Oh, infinite gratitude. Infinite gratitude to you, Adira. Thank you so much. And what a lovely name. Zamar, how are you? Peace. I see the hearts. I see the hearts. Of course, TikTok is giving me a delay. So this is the first time that I'm using casting on here. Let me turn the music down. This is the first time. Can you all let me know if you can hear me good? Can I get a thumbs up or comment and a yes? Can you comment yes if you're hearing me okay? I'm just checking the delay. YT, if you can let me know if you can hear me okay. I am using a microphone. TikTok. Okay. Hi, Toya. Hi, beautiful. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, we're waiting on YT, my YouTube family. Can you all hear me okay? It's a new name. I'm a new creation. It's me, Francis, if you remember me. Oh, you changed your name. Let me see if I can pull up if your picture would be big enough. Listen, you know what? One of these days you gotta come visit me on Wednesdays. That's actually when I have a panel. Oh, I love you too, Samar. Thank you so much. I love you too. So how many of y'all ready to learn something this evening? How many of y'all ready to learn something this evening? Put a 1 in the comment section if you're ready to learn something this evening. Okay, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a pause on this music because I need to be focused. I need to be focused. I need to be focused. We're gonna have a little fun. I got a little game planned out to test your knowledge. Once we get to it. 1, I see it. I will, sis. 1, I see the comments. Y'all ready to learn something? How many of you ready to finally get what you've been asking for? Get what you've been wanting, desiring, needing? How many of you actually want to get off the hamster wheel? How many of you actually want to travel, want a man or a woman, a wife or a husband, more money, more wealth, whatever it is? Instead of me, right, jumping on a bandwagon and just teaching you like quick microwave steps, right, on how to get there, I'm going to be showing you. Well, before I get into that, hold on, because a lot of you are new family members. A lot of you are new to me. Kiki, how are you, my love? Thank you so much for joining us. YouTube land, thank you so much. TikTok land, Facebook land, thank you so much. You all are my extended family. And for those of you who are new to me, my name is Venus. I am a self-mastery mentor. I teach all things self-mastery, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, sometimes financially, definitely energetically, because when it comes to attracting what and who you desire, right? If we don't have a deeper understanding as to why we are not receiving, why we are not getting closer to the people, places, and things that we want, we're just going to keep moving backwards, downwards, and self-destructing. Whether you believe that or not, I'm here to give you some undesirable truths that's going to help you, right? Undesirable truths need undesirable answers. So for those of you who are new to me, welcome. I am going to be your new self-mastery mentor. So welcome in. I completely enjoy when you come to, listen, why is the algorithm a little slow on TikTok? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing any of the hearts or anything. Good thing I got it pulled up somewhere else, but that may be because I'm not sure. So we're streaming. This is the first time I'm using the casting. So y'all know I don't like wasting y'all time. Y'all know I don't like wasting y'all invaluable energy. So we're going to get into it. Okay. So I am a veteran. I am a self-published author. I am a mastery mentor, a self-mastery mentor, right? I'm an intellectual. I am a mother, a grandma, which my grandchild calls me Lovey. I am self-employed, and I am simply me. Without all of the accolades, without any of the accomplishments, I always feel it necessary just to mention it. However, I am just me, just like you are. And I'm here to give you the deeper psychological reasons as to why you're you're not attracting what and who you desire. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why you're not getting what you want. Okay. Because a lot of us ask these questions. A lot of us are speaking about trauma bonding. We're speaking about trauma. We're speaking about mental health. We're speaking about intellectual things. We're having the same surface level conversations. However, if we're transparently honest, what can we not lie about? A lot of things aren't changing, right? A lot of things are simply not changing when it comes to us being in position to get what we want, right? We're not understanding that. We're not really getting it. Something isn't clicking. There's something missing, right? There's something missing. So I want to teach you all that thing that is missing. I'm going to get this together. I don't really like why it's not. It's telling me that I don't have viewers online, but that's not the case because I see you all very present with me. So continue to tap the screen for me. If you can put hashtag FYP in a comment as we move along, we're going to get started. So when it comes to the 3, I see it now. Okay, so maybe I need to give it a little bit more time. Maybe next time we'll pick up a little bit more music. It just disappeared. Whatever. So when it comes to applying the law of attraction, many of us heard what this is, applying the law of attraction. We're speaking about it. We're having conversations about it, but a lot of us do not really understand what it is, especially when it comes down to us attracting, when we're still hearing questions like, why can I find my partner? Why am I not finding my husband? Why am I not finding my wife? When it comes to all of the tons, it's probably hundreds of speed dating on social media. I spoke about this last Wednesday. Speed dating on social media. There are so many, there are men too, but there are thousands of women who are flocking to social media dating, right? And so I understand that love is love, right? Love is a beautiful thing. Many of us want husbands, many of us want wives. However, what I've learned in the 15 plus years of doing things, not only do we want what we think, not only what we think we want, not only do we think it is factual what we actually want. Okay, we're not understanding why we're not getting it. We're not really understanding why we're not finding the love, right? And there are so many of us that are broken. There's so many of us, respectfully, there are a lot of still broken individuals. Still a lot of broken individuals. So when it comes to the 3 things, I'm going to be giving you the 3 main reasons. Now, remember, there are always exceptions to the rules. There's always exceptions to the rules. I want y'all to keep that in mind. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you're not getting what and who you want. And then I'm going to explain not in depth, but how you do the reverse of these things, how you get to it, okay? And how you can cultivate it. Because some of you are getting what you want. Some of you are getting who you want, but you're not keeping it because you don't get to keep what you don't cultivate, right? So when it comes to the 3 things, stick around to the end so I can reveal to you the number 1 thing, the main thing why we're not getting what we want. Okay. And this first thing, lack of. A lot of us are not getting what we want. We're not attracting who we want because we lack one of these, or maybe all of these 4 things that I've listed in the bullet points, right? Lack of information. Right? How can you expect to change your behavior patterns if you don't have the information to? How do you expect anything to grow if you do not understand what that thing needs to, if you don't know how to feed a particular thing, pardon me, if you don't know what to feed it, right? It's just like us who are plant moms and plant dads, right? Different type of plants need different type of food other than the sun, other than the photosynthesis, other than the water, right? Certain plants may require more water than the others. Certain plants may require more sunlight than the others. Certain plants may flourish outside and not inside. There are so many things that we do not know. And one of the reasons, does it say in a good book, our people perish for the lack of knowledge. I'm paraphrasing, right? And so when it comes to the main reasons, the main three reasons that I'm sharing with you, the third reason, right, is because we lack the information. And then if we gain the information, we're not understanding the information, right? And I know a lot of things that I teach, right? It's pretty much, I mean, I go deep. However, it's still fundamental principles that I'm teaching, right? It's still foundational level things that I'm teaching, right? Because it's literally impossible to give it all at one time. So I understand that. But how are you going to learn something if you do not gather the information that you actually need to learn it, right? Say for that's just like a young person growing up saying, "Hey, I want to be a doctor," right? How do you think you're ever going to become a doctor? How do you think you're ever going? Hooch, I need to get better service. That's what I need. Can you all let me know if it looks like I'm back online? My goodness. The internet services, they all need to get their life. All the providers need to get it again. Okay, we're back. Again. Okay, we're back. My goodness. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Work with me. Thank you, Quiet Storm. My goodness. Work with me. Let's continue to tap the screen, right? So returning to what I was saying. Thank you so much, Quiet Storm, for letting me know, right? So how are you ever going to become a doctor, become a dancer, become a singer, become an actress or an actor? How are you going to bring it closer to home, attract the man or the woman, attract the right career, attract the wealth, the money, the travel, and whatever it is you want, if you do not have the information you need, if you do not understand the information that you're getting, or if you don't know how to apply the information, if you never get mentorship, right? How are you going to, one, attract it, manifest it, right? And then if you do, a lot of us who do, we lose it because we don't know how to cultivate it, right? And a lot of us are still running on faulty program. I tell you this all the time. Your mental database, right, is filled with everything you associate with. Everything has relationships. Everything that you do, everything that you are being, it has a relationship that you're connected to. You have a relationship with how you brush your teeth, how you walk, how you dance, how you sing, how you think, how you interact, how you love, how you hate. Whatever it is, your mental database, which lives in your subconscious, is what's dictating everything. This is why a lot of us are still have strongholds, right? This is why a lot of us have frequency addictions. This is why a lot of us have mental addictions. This is why a lot of us are depressed. This is why a lot of us seem to have this concept, right? Or our life seems to be, every time I get off the hamster wheel, I'm back on the hamster wheel, because we lack the information we need, right, to actually get off the hamster wheel. So when it comes to the three main reasons as to why we're not attracted, and you know why this is so, sometimes I'm gonna in transparency, sometimes it gets a little slightly frustrating for me too, right? Sometimes it gets frustrating. Sometimes I'm like, Venus, what are you doing? However, those are just natural cognitive thoughts, cognitive dissonance thoughts that recur, that we have. I understand that, right? But there are so many people, no matter how many times I say it, still don't get it. So if you are the one who has finally decided to, you know what, I want the information because I really want things to change, then I'm talking to you, right? Because sometimes I don't even like hearing myself talk all the time. However, the information is necessary, especially when I see so many people broken, when I see so many people on the ledge ready to jump off, when I see so many people full of hopelessness, when I see and feel and sense all of this energy, right? Because everything is energy. So it impacts us all. We speak about being empaths, right? Little side note, little fun fact, right? Everyone is an empath. Everyone is an empath. And this is one of the important things. Everyone is an empath. Because everyone, if you're a human being, you're going to be susceptible to feeling energies, and not just your own energy from your own aura field, other people's energy. You're feeling the energy of the realm, the universe. You're feeling the energy of other people. You're feeling the energy of other elements, animals, everything. We are all empaths, right? So no one can say that you're not notified in the sense that there's something missing. There is something that I'm not getting. Peace, Maxwell. How are you? Wise teachings. Thank you. Thank you all the way from Kenya. How are you? Right? So when it comes to these things, realize that a lot of us are still running on faulty programs. We're still running off of the same dysfunctional, dominant programs that we were taught. We're still running on the programs that were set up intentionally to keep us vibrating low, to keep our frequency lows, to keep us in a susceptible place to being disturbed, to keep us emotionally retarded in a sense. Our frequency, right? And so you're not really understanding the process of what's happening. And we spoke about perception. How you perceive something is how you're going to reflect something. We spoke about this last week also. You don't see with these. This is the faulty program. This is one of the faulty programs that I'm speaking about. You don't see with your eyes. You reflect with your eyes, right? Your eyes is just a projector. You're reflecting with these, you see and hear. So when it comes down to us continually repeating unhealthy, unnatural behaviors, right? Guess where that's coming from? If you do not have the information to know, why are you doing the things that you do? Why do you keep finding yourself heavily depressed? Why do you keep attracting men or women that's not healthy for you? Why does your money keep playing ping pong with you? Why do you keep falling in the same holes time after time again? Why do you keep doing all of these things? Why are you constantly broken? Even though I always speak in polarity, I always speak with duality, I always speak, if I speak on one side, I'm speaking on the other side, because there is no such thing as one without the other, right? There is no such thing as one without the other. There is light and there is dark. This is what we speak about when we explain the yin and yang, left, right, up, down. Right? Negative, positive, masculine, feminine, light, darkness. There's no one without the other. And a lot of us are operating with a one-track, one-sided mindset. And that's not going to help us, right? So when it comes down to why we're not getting what we want, right? And a lot of that is peace of mind. Even if it wasn't the money, even if it wasn't the wealth, even if it wasn't the legacy building, even if it wasn't the wanting of the husband or wanting of the wife, continue to tap the screen, my loves. Put hashtag FYP. Please, let's keep the algorithm going. Ashe? Even if it wasn't that, there's a lot of us who simply want peace of mind. There's a lot of us who simply just want a peace of mind. Yeah, we want the other things too, right? But there's a lot of us who simply want peace of mind. So that would be considered something that we want. That will be considered something that we want to manifest, or something that we want to attract. Because what good is it for you to gain everything you want? What good is it if you attract everything you want, who you want? If you are mentally disturbed, if you are mentally at dis-ease, what good is it? You're not going to enjoy it, right? So a lot of us, we're saying, you know what? not that money isn't important also, because we're living in this realm. We're not going to be oblivious and act like we don't live in this realm. We're not going to act like we're oblivious to understanding that we are triune beings. We are part mental, we are part soul, spirit, and we are part physical, right? So we're not going to act like we're not in this realm. That's not what we're going to do. Thank you. Infinite gratitude, Toya, for sharing the live. That's not what we're going to do, right? But a lot of us are saying, you know what? The hell with the money. The hell with chasing fame, the hell with the materialistic things, the hell with the man, the woman. A lot of us are at that point where we are like, you know what? I simply want peace. I simply want to be at ease. I simply want to get out of the rat race. That is also something that's considered that you want, that you need. Add that to the list. We're not just wanting the money anymore. We're not just wanting the materialistic things anymore. We're not just wanting the home anymore. We're not just wanting the woman anymore, the man anymore. We're not just wanting the husband, the wife. We're not just wanting to vacate anymore. Most of us, we want our peace. We want to have a peace of mind. We want to have an inner peace so we can function. A lot of us just want to get off the dysfunctional hamster wheel. How are you going to do that if you do not know the things, if you do not understand how much your language is impacting you, if you do not understand what you feed gains power and what you starve loses power, if you do not understand, right, if you do not have the information and then understand it and then apply the information, right, by getting mentorship, how are you going to ever know how to change that? A lot of us are indirectly feeding the very same things that we want to starve, that we no longer want. A lot of us don't want to be depressed, but we're indirectly feeding depression. A lot of us don't want to feel hopeless, but we're indirectly feeding the frequency and vibration of hopelessness. A lot of us don't want to be in fear, but we're feeding fear unknowingly, because we're not really understanding that it is not what's in your conscious that's influencing or dictating your actions. It's what's in your unconscious, your subconscious. And you don't just get there by speaking affirmations alone. You don't just get there by by learning breath work alone. You don't just get there with the current information that you have. So the lack of information, the lack of understanding the information, and the lack of how to apply the information, right, and getting mentoring is the third main reason why we are not where we want to be. And for a lot of us is life or DEATH. For a lot of us is either life or the opposite of that, right? And a lot of us are hanging on by our pinky. A lot of us are hanging on to life with a small thread, which is one of the main reasons. Infinite gratitude for the diamond. I see it. I missed it, right? And I want to change that. This is why I teach what I teach. It's all about mastering yourself. It's all about mastering your spirituality, because as living, breathing organisms, I'll tell you this, and I'm going to keep saying it until we actually understand it. Let me big myself up on the screen real quick. I'm going to keep saying this. As living, breathing organisms, your main priority is to evolve. Your main priority is to elevate. That's an organism primary function, is to grow, is to expand, is to elevate, is to gain, is to be fed, is to receive so it can grow, so it can split and hand off the information. Right? And if you're not doing that, guess what? You're self-destructing, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not, whether you understand it or not. This is what's happening. And this is why a lot of us is on that bridge ready to jump, metaphorically and literally. Right? And I'm going to play my part in doing the best that I can so we can change that. Right? It's not enough to just listen to the lectures. It's not enough to just keep investing in the information. It's not enough. You need to get the right information. By right, I mean righteous, the accurate information. And in a society where information is just being all types of misguided information is being polarized. I get it. Information is overwhelming because there's a constant of dishing out of information. I understand that. However, no one is forcing you to consume any of it. And so when you become intentional about what you consume, you will begin to put yourself in a position, right, in energetic alignment to finally get off that dysfunctional hamster wheel and pull towards you more of what you want instead of more of what you don't want. Because what you consume is what you become, right? Your reality is shaped by none other than you. Ashe, your reality is shaped by no other than you. Okay? So what do you think? What do y'all think the next thing is, right? Number 2, the second reason, and make sure you all stick around for the third reason. Continue to tap the screen for me, share the live. I promised that I wasn't gonna remain on the live for for 2 hours. I'm gonna do the best I can to get this done in 60 minutes, right? The second main reason why we're not getting what we want, why we're not attracting what we want, why we're not magnetizing what we want, why we are not drawn to us what and who we want is brain and heart incoherence. For those of you who do not understand, this is so important. This is so important. So pay attention, please, right? If you do not understand what brain and heart coherence is, it's the reverse. I'm going to share with you what brain and heart incoherence is. And this plays a huge part in what and who you attract. This plays a huge part in what and who you're not attracting, you're not getting, you're not manifesting, right? No matter how much information you obtain, no matter how much instruction, right, you're instructed to do, no matter how, if you do not understand this, you're on the wrong path and things are not going to change for the better. They're going to change for the worse, and you're going to repeat the same grade life cycle, the same life cycle. And I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody in their right mind that want to keep repeating the same grade. Brain and heart incoherence, right? It means this is the state of disunity between the mind, the body, the spirit. I'll repeat, this is this brain and heart incoherence, which is the state of disunity between the mind, the body, and the spirit. Okay? The incoherence occurs when the heart's electrical activity, remember, we are electrical beings, we are magnetic beings, the activity isn't syncing with our brain waves. This is why I have the images up here. Remember, images is very important. This is why, again, marketing is a $1 trillion industry. Look at the picture, the subliminals that I'm showing you. Brain and heart incoherence leads to you attracting the people, places, and things that do not serve your highest purpose. It puts you in a position and it makes you susceptible to experiencing all the hell that you're not supposed to experience. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So what you want, remember in the beginning, before I got started with the master lesson, is the way you get to, the way you fix this, the way you reverse it is by doing the opposite. So if you are experiencing, which a lot of us are, you have to do the reverse. You have to first gain the information. You have to know what brain and heart coherence is. You have to understand what brain and heart coherence is. You have to know how it impacts your life, right? You have to understand that. If you don't, nothing is going to change the way you want it to to change. It's not going to happen. So brain and heart coherence is one of the main things that you absolutely need to energetically get yourself into alignment so you can attract and get what and who you want in life. It's important, right? I understand that a lot of people don't like learning. I get it. But for those of you who do, you get it. Those of you who don't, I would encourage you to start liking it. Okay? I would encourage you to start liking it. Right? And I want to also encourage you to start not liking, not gaining the information you want as much as you don't like the situation that you're in, as much as you don't like the unhealthy relationships that you're in, right? You need brain and heart coherence, right? Your brain and heart needs to work in harmony. Your mind, your body, and your spirit needs to work in harmony. You need alignment because a lot of things are in disalignment. A lot of things are unaligned. A lot of things are not in harmony, not in balance, which is why a lot of things that are going on in the world today, because there's not a coherent harmony. And this is by design. Many of you know this. We speak about the racism. We speak about the dysfunction. We speak about the school to prison pipeline. We speak about all of the bad things, the wicked things. We speak about all of the unalive, and we speak about all of the injustices. We're speaking about all of these things, and it's on a spiritual level. It's a lot deeper than what we think. Nothing happens in this materialized realm unless it first happens in the spiritual realm. Nothing happens externally before it happens internally. And a lot of our external realities, the life that we're living, is a direct reflection of what's going on internally with your mind, with your body, with your spirit. Okay? However, if you keep focusing on just the materialized realm, the materialized aspect, if you keep focusing only on the physical side of things, there's a number of things that is transpiring. You're weakening your spirit, right? You're weakening your mind, right? Because what you feed gains power and what you starve loses is power. What you focus on grows. Where your attention is being placed is where your energy is being placed. You're indirectly feeding it. What you focus on is food for whatever that is. So if your focus is on racism, guess what's going to keep showing up in your reality? And it's not to ignore what don't exist. What I'm saying is that all of these things is by design. And as much as we keep saying, we know that all of these systems are by design. We know that them promoting on social media, only pushing the lies, television. We know that the programs are dysfunctional. We know that there's rape. We know that there's all of these different things. But what we do not realize is we don't know as much as we think we know because we're feeding them. Every time you think about something, every time you speak about something, every time you focus your intention on something, whether you think about it or whether you verbalize it, you're feeding that very thing. And we do not understand this, which is why I'm like, why are we still having the same conversations about 50-50, about the hatred, about shaming, about racism, about all of these different things? We're feeding it. We're feeding them because we keep indirectly pouring into it. It's like, oh, okay, I don't like hatred, but I'm going to keep having conversations about hatred. I don't like racism, but I'm going to keep having conversations about racism, feeding it. I don't like the disparity that's going on with our people, but I'm going to keep talking about the disparity. I don't like the shaming that's going on, but I'm going to keep having conversations about shaming. I don't like disunity, but I'm going to keep having conversations on why we're separated, why we're so divided. I don't like politics, but guess what? I'm going to keep having conversations about politics. We're indirectly feeding them the same things we want to destroy. And then we wonder why things are not changing. So, and when I mentioned the first thing, which is the third thing, is that the lack of information. Not the information that you have, the information that you don't have is what I'm telling you now. And that information is you're indirectly feeding. A lot of us are indirectly feeding the very same things that we don't want. We keep talking about having conversations about heartbreak. We keep talking about why we can't, why we do all the different things instead of feeding what you want to happen. Trick and treat, trick until it's treated. This is the power of the affirmations. This is also a part of mental reprogramming, which I'm going to be teaching. And of course, a little quick sponsor break. Let's take a little quick sponsor break, good people. Okay, so if you are interested, click the link in my bio. There is going to be a link there's going to be a link specifically for applying the law of attraction waiting list. I have I think it's going to be like a 6-day or 6-week, 1 day each week master course on how to get yourself into alignment to attract what and who you desire. It is an intensive master course. If you're interested, make sure you click the link in the bio and just, that's just to let me know, hey, I'm interested. So whenever we go live and I launch it, you're on the list so I can notify you. Yes, what you focus on grows. Infinite gratitude. Thank you so much for the roses, right? It's important. So we're not understanding. It's just like cognitive dissonance, right? And it's not to say that none of these things aren't natural. It's not to say that the things that I'm speaking about isn't going to occur. Right? What I am saying is that if you have the information that you need, you will stop feeding the very same things you no longer want. You will stop feeding the very same things you want to destroy. Why do you think they keep putting these things on social media? Why do you think they keep showing us being unalive? Is it challenging and difficult to see, to hear? Yes, absolutely. But they're banking on our reactions instead of our responses, our wise responses. How many times we think we're going to keep marching? How many times we think we're going to keep protesting? How many times we're like, come on now. And then we don't want to be called insane. We keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results. It's insanity. And all of the rhyme, reasons, justifications, and excuses that you're lying to yourself about. I call it tra-la-la-la lying. A lot of us out here tra-la-la-la lying. Is it going to change nothing in the way that you want it to change? It's going to change things for the worse because they know. Y'all know who they is. They know as long as you are vibrating at your lowest, as long as you're operating within your lower nature, as long as you keep being disturbed, it is going to keep your aura and frequency low so they can keep ciphering your energy. As long as they keep you deaf, dumb, and blind, as long as they keep you in defense mode, as long as they keep you in fear, as long as they keep telling you that, as long as they keep deceiving you, right? Did y'all see the Matrix, the last one? Damn, what was the last one called? One of my lessons, I showed a clip in there. Powerful, powerful, powerful. It was the very last Matrix. Powerful message, right? They spoke about grief and inspiration being alike as far as the impact. They don't care. They don't care. It is by design. So if you know the tricks that they're putting in position, if you know the holes they're digging for you, if you know the deceit, if you know the traps, why Pardon me. Why are we still falling in them? Remember in the beginning what I said, undesirable answer, the undesirable answers need undesirable questions so you can get the desired outcome. Us continuing to be deaf, dumb, blind, docile, us continuing to ignore, us continuing to not choose, and make no mistake, you not choosing is still you choosing. So every time you choose not to gain the information, every time you choose not to elevate, every time you choose not to learn self-mastery, the things that I'm teaching, every time you're choosing to self-destruct. This is what's happening. This is a fact. This is not popular opinion. This is an indisputable fact. Right? The question is, what are you going to do about it? Right, Adira? Like, what are you going to do about it? You will, everything you need, you already have within you. I'm just a reflection of you, of your highest self, just reminding you that it's time to elevate. It's time to grow. It's time to sit down. It's time to start taking one step in front of the other on one of the paths that you were purposed to take. Okay? It's time out of being ignorant. It's time out of not doing something about it. Okay? It's time to grow. It's time to be a little bit more mature. It's time to change things because the opposite is happening. Right? And that's not what we want. So brain and heart incoherence is one of the three main reasons as to why we're not growing, why we're not elevating, why we're not ascending, why we're not gaining the peace that we want, why we're not attracting or manifesting or getting whatever word you want to use, why you're not living the life that you want to live, why you're not joyful or blissful or in gratitude 80% of the time. This is not going to be 100%. The rule of thumb that I use is when 80-20, y'all all heard of it. 80% should be a natural harmonic balance in what you experience, and it should be above the spectrum of lower vibrations, lower frequencies. It should be 80% of the time that you are experiencing happiness, joy, bliss, serendipities, synchronicities. It should be 80%. You should be experiencing 80% of living a wonderful life and 20% of what you need to know, which is the opposite of those things. Remember, there's always a polarity, so you can continually grow. Right? And just because you're living and vibrating at this 80% does not exclude you from experiencing what you're supposed to experience so you can elevate. But it doesn't mean that you're not living and operating at your optimum. Right? That's not what it means. My goodness. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to use this again because it's I mean, it could be me. It could be them. I'm not too sure. But this casting and I did this purposely so I can show you the presentation, because typically, you know, if I'm training, I'm stream. Typically, when I stream or across platforms, only ones that can see the presentation is the ones on my YT channel, right? However, I kind of switched it up, so I'm streaming live on YT on my YT channel, All Things Mastery. And I'm streaming on live casting on TikTok so I can bring you the slides for a change, right? But I got to think about that moving forward, honey, because this going in and out of the reception, I didn't have these issues, right? So back to it. We need to understand this, okay? This is something that we need to understand, okay? So let's continually tap the screen. My loves, thank you so much for those of you who are tapping, share the live hashtag FYP so we can get on it. We're almost through it, right? So this is this is number 2. So I want to play a little game. I want to play a little game with y'all. This is going to be fun. I want to play a little game, okay? And it's called testing your knowledge. This is called testing your knowledge. I want to play a little game, okay? So you have to answer the question. What is this? I think, is it the game Wheel of Fortune where you have to, guess what the phrase is or whatever it is? Let me shrink myself, okay? So there's 3 words that I'm going to be, okay? So the white bar, we're just going to be doing the white bar. So I want you to put in the comment section, I want you to throw out a letter, and I'm going to remove the barricade, the block in front of the letter. And then I want you to guess the word. So this is called Name a Universal Law. This is testing your knowledge. This is how we grow. Okay. This is how we grow. So I want you to put in the comment section a letter. Remember, it's not a whole word. This is not a phrase. We're going to go block by block. These are 3 separate words. These are 3 universal principles. And so we're just going to put in the first one. Okay. So the first letter, I see you, Adira, there's no S. So we're only dealing with the top word right here. It's 3 separate words. So we only did, so there's no S. You got to think of another, there's no S in the first word, in the first law. Now these are universal laws. I'm testing your knowledge. Let's test our knowledge. Okay. E. Okay. There's no E. There's no E. Come on. Keep guessing. There's no E. The first one to get the word, get the word, not just the letters. You got to get the letters and figure out the word. The first one that type it in is going to get the prize. What is your prize, baby? Celebration and elevation. Okay. Which is worth more than gold. So okay. There's no E. There's no E in the first law. There's no C. In the first law, there's no C in the first law. Come on, let's participate. L, there's no L. There's no L. No L in the first one. So we just dealing with the first. There is an O. There is an O. Yes, there's an O. There you go. I thought I turned this white. Hold on. Let me turn this it white, so we can see it a little better. Okay. All right. There is an O. Okay. Toya, you got it. Toya, you got the first letter. Okay. Adria says a K. There is no K, Adira. No K. Toya says N. There is an N. Woo! There is. Why aren't all of them turning? Hold on. I want to turn all of them white, but it's not. I ain't gonna waste time doing that. Okay, so there is an N. Who got the N? Toya got the N, and Toya got the. Okay, so there's no L. There's no K in the first word. These are 3 laws of attraction. So if you know the laws of attraction, if you've been here while I've been teaching, I teach on these laws. I speak about all of these laws all the time. May not be all at once. Okay, so we did the N. Toya, you got the N. Toya says S. There is no S, Toya. There's no S. Okay, so far we got an O and we got an N. And this is a law. This is one of the laws, one of the universal laws. There's no S, Toya. Adira says C. There's no C. Toya says R. There is an R. Hold on. It's the 4th one. Okay. There is an R. Okay. There is an R. So Toya got it. Toya on fire. Toya's on fire. I tried to tell. I'm sorry. Like it's you can't really see. You can see the letters because I can see it, right? But I tried to turn all of them white. And it just, I don't know why it's not turning all of them white for me. My bad, y'all. It's supposed to turn all of them white. All right, so okay, Adira, there is a V. There is a V. Nate, Adira got it. Woo! Wait, hold on, because there's where's those? Adira got it. Adira got it. Yay! Adira got it. Go, Adira. Okay, so you're absolutely correct. The first word is vibration, the law of vibration. Okay, this, I don't know why it didn't turn all of them white. Now, hopefully, it's probably going to be like that. That's the one thing I didn't check. I thought I fixed it. So that's the first one. That's the first one. Adira, congratulations. Congratulations, Adira. Okay, so let's move to the second word. It is another law. So these are all names of universal laws. So we got vibration. What do you think this one is? Okay, so choose a letter. What letter? S. Okay, there's no S. There's no S. Let me cross that one out. There's no S. Is there a R? Yes, there is an R. There is an R. Who got the R? Adira got the first letter. Okay, there is a R. This is a universal law. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. I'm just playing with these sounds. Okay, Toya says E. There's no E, Toya. There's no E. There's no E. Okay. There's no S and there's no E. Okay, Adira got the first one. This is another law. Peace, migration. How are you, love? What do you think this would give some more letters? There is an L. There is an L. Who got this L? Yay, Adira got the L. Okay, come on now. I know y'all be listening to these. This is going to test your knowledge. This is testing your knowledge. What is this universal law? What is this universal law? Okay. What is this universal law? We're just working on this one, the yellow part. What is this universal law? Come on. I know y'all gonna get it. I know y'all can get it. Oh, yes. Who did? Toya. Yes, Toya. There is an O. Congratulations, Toya. Y'all on fire, Adira and Toya. Y'all getting it. What is this law? What is this universe? Polarity. You got it. You got it, Toya. It is polarity, the universal law, polarity. That's what it is. Yay. Congratulations. Okay. 101. Okay, now this third one, okay, this is one of my favorite universal principles. Okay. This is one of my favorite universal principles, and I talk about this one all the time. I talk about this universal principle all the time. So here we go. Let me see. There is no R. Toya. No R. I talk about this one all the time. There is an S. Yay. Okay. All right, Adira. Come on. There is an S. Okay, I'm just going to make sure there is an S. I talk about this law all the time. We're testing our knowledge. Come on, I know y'all can do it. With test E. There is several E's. Okay, hold on. Who got this? Toya? There's several E's, Toya. So there's an E right there. There's an E right here. And there's an E right here. Name this law. Come on. No, y'all can do it. The first one to the punch. Come on. Y'all both got letters so far. This is one of my favorite laws. I talk about it all the time. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is this universal law? Name this universal law. Is there an and? Is there an and? Yes, it is. Why is this not? Hold on, let me change it to white and let me clap for you. Let me clap for you. Who got that? Who got that? Adira with the N. Adira with the N. Toya with a V. Okay, there's no V's, Toya. No V's. Adira says G. There's no G's, Adira. Y. There's no Y's. No Y's. No Y's. No Y's. No Y's. There's no Y's. Come on, name this law. Is there an O? There are no O's, Adira. No O's. Is there a T? Yes, there is a T. Who got that? Toya. Toya, there is a T. There is a T. There is a T. Adira, no L's. There are no L's. This is one of my favorite laws that I speak about. My absolute favorite. So those of you who be with me, y'all know it. There is a D. Who said that? Toya, there is a D. Okay. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Listen. Look at it. Test your knowledge. Name that universal law. Name that universal law. I know y'all can get it. Come on. Come on. Is there an X? Nope, there's not an X. There's no X. There's no X. Is there a D? Okay, well, we did that at one. Is there a Q? Adira says a Q. No, there's no Q, Adira. Is there a V? No V. No V. There's no V. Name that universal law. Come on, this is really fun. This is really fun. Is there a W? No W. No W. Come on, name this universal law. This is fun. Name this universal law. No W. Is there, is there an H? There is no H. No H. Toya says L. Is there an L? No L. Nope, it's not enlightenment. It's not enlightenment. No, let's keep guessing of some letters. Keep guessing of some letters. There's no L. There is no L. Nope. There is no L. Let's guess another letter. Is there a P? No P. No P. Guess this universal law. I speak about it all the time. There is a U. Who did that? Adira. There is a U. There we go. There's your U. There is a U. Okay, Adira. Adira said, yeah, there's no P. Okay, come on, y'all got it. Come on, y'all getting close. Y'all getting close. Name this universal law. Y'all getting close. Is there a T? Yes, Adira. We already got the T. You already named the T. Toya says, is there an N? We already got the N, Toya. Yep. And the D. Yeah, those letters are there already. The N, the D, y'all got U, S, E, y'all got an N, D, and y'all got the letter T. Is there a Z? No Z. There is no Z in this word. Name this law. There is no Z. No Z. There is no Z. Come on. I know y'all, come on. We're testing your knowledge. Name this universal principle. We are testing your knowledge. Give me a letter. Is there an F? Who got the F? Adira. Yes, there are two Fs. There are two Fs, Adira. Name this universal law. 3 words. I'll give y'all a hint. It's 3 words. 3 words. 3 words. 3 words. Y'all getting close. Y'all are getting close. There was 2 F's. Y'all are getting close. You can't see the whole thing? Oh, shucks. You know what? I apologize. Oh my goodness. I just shrunk myself. Those damn things was in front of me. My bad. That was probably why. So that's my bad. The soundboard was in front of me. Cause and effect, Toya. Oh yes, Toya, you got it. You got it. The law of cause and effect. I speak about this law all the time. Woo, go Toya. Wait, let me get the sound effects for you. Yay! Toya, you did good. You did good. Adira, you did wonderful. Y'all both did really, really wonderful. Yes. So even though there are more principles, I thought when I'll just incorporate this little fun activities, like it's testing your knowledge. Name this universal law. I speak about the law of vibration all the time. I speak about the law of polarity all the time. I speak about, this is my favorite, the law of cause and effect. Those are one of my favorite learns. So y'all did good. Y'all did really, really good. Y'all did really, really good. Make sure. I love them words. Yes, those are my favorite universal laws. There's also, I ain't gonna give you the other ones, but I can give it to you so you'll remember, right? So there's a law of gender, there's a law of polarity, there's a law of duality, there's a law of correspondence, there's a law of rhythm. There's also what's another one? There are several of those laws, but these are some of my absolute favorites. So in the future, Adira, every Saturday I go live and I give a master lesson. So this Saturday is no different. So let's get to the number 1. For those of you who stuck around, we are on the final reason why you're not getting what you want. And this is number 1. The primary reason we are not getting what we want, or attracting what we want, is frequency addictions. So some people say emotional addictions, which is the same thing, which are similar, not really the same, but they are similar. Frequency addictions, because pardon me, when you don't understand energy and you don't understand frequency, fundamentally, it's not to say that you have to be a philosopher. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for y'all participating. Yeah, same time. It's around 8 o'clock. I started a little late, but always around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I come and I give master lessons every Saturday, and we talk about different things. We talk about relationships. We talk about money. Well, not really money, but all things, because everything falls under the umbrella of self-mastery. So when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, when it comes to sex, when it comes to sensuality, when it comes to divine femininity and masculinity, when it comes to emotional addictions, emotions, bondage, all of these bondages, all of these different things, I give different topics every Saturday so we can gain a deeper understanding. So you can not only learn to master yourself, you can master your reality. And once you start mastering yourself, your reality will be a reflection of your higher thinking, right? You will then be in position, like I talk about energetic alignment all the time. So when it comes to the number 1 thing, right, this is the number 1 reason why we're not attracting or getting what we want. So frequency addictions, right? Negative people, negative places, negative things. These are not things that are not serving our higher purpose. So this is almost like energy addictions. It's the equivalent to emotional addictions. A lot of us are addicted to certain emotions, i.e. certain frequencies. We like certain toxic people, and we are drawn to certain certain toxic people. We are drawn to certain toxic environments. We are drawn to, let's say, certain devices, right? That gives off electromagnetic frequencies. Everything gives off a frequency. We just call it by different names. We call a pen frequency. We call this tumbler frequency. We call our devices frequency. We call love frequency. We call frequencies by their name. There are an infinite amount of frequencies, and they all have a frequency note. They all have a vibration. We call this, right? This bottle, it's a frequency. Everything carries a frequency, people, places, and things. And so we are unknowingly addicted to certain frequencies, and we do not understand why. A lot of us, when we hear addictions, we immediately are drawn to the mental program that says addictions are related to substance abuse. Addictions are related to alcoholism. Addictions are related to sex, right? However, everything can be a form of addiction because everything is frequency. And so not understanding the deeper reasons, the deeper fundamental principles and the deeper reasons, right? And the correlation behind what we say when we say, oh, we're addicted to a certain thing. We're addicted to sex. We're addicted to the alcohol. We're addicted to the substances. We're addicted to the phones. We say these things, but we don't really understand why the hold is so strong. And there's a multitude of reasons. And when you learn the things that I'm learning, when you understand it, remember in the first slide, what did I say? When you understand, when you gain the information, we lack the information. That was the third main reason. When you start to gain the accurate information, when you start to understand the accuracy of the information, when you learn how to apply the information by getting mentored, right? Then and only then will you know how to energetically put yourself in alignment by disaligning yourself with all of the frequency addictions that you currently have. Do y'all understand what I'm saying now? Right? I was meditating and seeing pulsing colors and floral geometrics, pulsing water waves, but I got scared. That's a natural reaction, right? That's a beautiful experience you had, by the way, Adira. However, that's a natural reaction. And this is what I mean. We don't have the information that we should have on the fundamental level, right? Because when you understand, right? Do you know why? I'll ask you this before I explain it. And because we're going to work together, I'll ask you why. Do you know why you were scared, Adira? Why you were scared of that experience? I felt the pulling vibration almost coming out of my body, sis. I opened my eyes quick and then I feared it. Okay, the man I'm with 15 years is a negative energy. Don't believe in anything what I do. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate, but fortunate. Remember, I always speak from a dual perspective, because you can't separate one without the other and expect to elevate or ascend or to grow, right? So I'll ask you this question. Do you know why you were scared of that experience? Because when you understand the deeper reasons why, when you understand the core reasons why, you will respond differently, right? You will respond differently, right? And that's what self-development is all about. Not only gaining a different perspective, but learning how to respond to the things that are happening because they're happening for a divine reason. I got scared from feeling my spirit rising out of my body. That's very natural. I'm going to give you a deeper reason why you were scared. Right? When you understand psychology and when you understand chemistry, right? The body is naturally going to reject anything that is foreign to it, right? Because the body and mind does not differentiate from what's quote unquote good for you or what's bad for you, from what's healthy for you, from what's unhealthy from you, from what's imaginary and what's actually reality. It does not know the difference. And so anything that is new to you is foreign to the mind and the body because it is unfamiliar. And when you understand that, okay, this is happening because it's unfamiliar. However, it is also happening because it's supposed to happen, because there's no such thing as luck, coincidence, or happenstance. Everything happens for you, not just to you. And it happens so it can elevate you, bring you to the awareness that there is something that you need to learn in the experience, right? But because the body and the mind has been programmed to do what it's been doing for years on end, the moment you are introduced to something new, your body and mind is going to naturally reject it. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it's supposed to be. However, it's nothing to fear, right? And a constant buzzing in my right ear. It's nothing to fear, right? And so that's when you have to push past it, right? And you don't push past it by forcing per se. You push past it by just allowing it to be, by going with the flow instead of against the flow. And you keep moving forward. And every time you do that, things are going to start making more sense. Right? Because fear is just an illusion. Fear comes from things that we do not yet understand. Fear comes from lack. That's the truth of it. It comes from lack of understanding, not understanding things. So we fear what we don't know. That is the premises and the basis of fear. Lack of knowing, right? And because we were programmed to live in fear, we were programmed to live in survival, we were programmed to fear and to stay away from things that we don't know. That was by design. All of that means something very specific to you. All of it means something. So when I say the number one thing is frequency addictions, we're addicted to the wrong things. We are addicted to unhealthy things. There's no balance. There's no harmony, right? We lack the understanding because there's still a lot of people spewing misinformation and misguided information as to the ego. Oh, you got to kill the ego. You got to destroy the ego. Do you not understand that the ego is your mind? The ego is you. How are you going to do that? There is no separation. Right? There is no separation. However, it doesn't mean that those same individuals are not misleading and misguiding impressionable minds. And you have an impressionable mind if you do not yet understand what a lot of people are talking about, because you are not yet in a mental position to decipher from what's accurate and from what's inaccurate. And when you're not in that position, you're consuming everything, and it's only causing you to further be mentally discombobulated. It's too much. And a lot of the information isn't accurate, right? But we're not gonna act like we're still not in this. And you're gonna be in this environment. You're going to have to listen to people. There's going to be things that is quote unquote out of your control that you're going to be in environments. You're going to hear people talking, hear people doing, seeing people doing. However, the position that you need to be in is a knowledgeable a knowledgeable position. You need to know if what you're seeing is righteous or unrighteous, if what you're seeing is accurate or inaccurate, if what you're seeing is going against your moralities, right? Your principles, right? If it's causing you to elevate or de-elevate, you need to know that what you're hearing is inaccurate or accurate. You need to know what you're hearing is righteous or unrighteous. You need to know what you're hearing is if you should digest it or not. You need to know these things. This is why I say the only people that can be fooled are deaf, dumb, docile, and the mentally weak-minded and weak-willed. The only people that can be easily swayed are weak-minded and weak-willed person. And that's no dig and that's no disrespect. That's the only people that can be easily moved and easily shaken. Because the information is out there, but if you don't know the accuracy of the information, then you'll just be like, oh, that sounds good. Let me go with it. It looks good. Let me go with it. This is where we get that jumping on the bandwagon effect, and you don't even know where the hell the wagon is going. But yet you jumping on it and you rolling with it. There's no critical thinking involved. There's no questioning involved. There's no conscious thought involved. There's no caution involved. There's no asking questions. It's just like, let me just follow the crowd. And that's what gets us in trouble. That's what gets us in trouble. So when we start to pay attention, when we start to fully accept, when we start to acknowledge that we first don't know everything that we need to know, when we start to acknowledge that we need information, when we start to understand things like frequency and energy, when you start to understand those things on a deeper level, you start making better decisions, which is going to what in turn create what? A new reality for you, a different reality. It is going to put you in the same vicinity of whatever frequency you actually want to inhabit your space, right? I no longer attract the same type of boys I used to attract when I was weak-minded and weak-willed and uninformed. It wasn't until I got informed. It wasn't until I got information. It wasn't until I got mentored. It wasn't until I understood the information that I was receiving. It wasn't until I started practicing and applying the information. Up until that point, I kept attracting the same ignorant, unhealthy, unlearned, misguided boys. Guess what? Because I was vibrating on all of those frequencies, because I was addicted to certain frequencies. I was addicted to the frequency of abuse. I was addicted to the frequency of lack. I was addicted to the frequency of the social media and what society thinks. I was addicted to the frequency of people pleasing. I was addicted to social media. I was addicted to all the different things that I wasn't supposed to be addicted to. So guess what? That was the totality of my reality. Hey, I got bars today. I got bars today. I got bars today. Hey, that was the totality of my reality. And it's a lot. It's the same thing for a lot of you, for a lot of us, right? Hi, Lyric. Hi, baby. How are you, my love? Right, Ashe? It was the same thing until you learn what I'm teaching, right? You're not going to understand it. Therefore, you're going to keep getting the same results, only they're not the same. They're just intensifying. They're getting worse because nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. It's either going here or there. There will always be a transfer. Nothing stays the same. You're either moving forward or backwards, left or right, up or down. You're either growing or you're not. Nothing stays the same. So the more whether you're consciously making the decision to not gain the information, to not get the mentorship, to not sit down somewhere, to not learn what you need to learn, whether you know it or not, do it or not, there's still going to be a transference of energy. There's still going to be a reaction to everything. Nothing stays the same, not even you. No one is excluded from universal principles and laws. The law of correspondence, the pendulum must swing from one side to the other. The rhythm must swing from one side or the other. As above, so below, and everything in between. What happens on one side must happen on the other side. What's happening externally must first happen internally. There is no way around it, and no one is excluded. I don't care how much we think that wicked people are winning, that unrighteous people are winning. They're not winning. It's just an illusion and a deceit. Everybody get in return what they dished out. Everybody. Everybody. I'm amazing, Lyric. How are you, my love? I'm doing really good applying these tools. Yes. Yes. Ashe. Thank you for your truth. I'm listening. Infinite gratitude, Adira. No, but and that's the gag, Toya. That's the thing. Nobody stays the same. So when we and then in the language, I'm not even going to get into that. That's another masterclass, and I gave it already. Perhaps I'll do another one, right? When I spoke about language cymatics or language syntax, right? Our language, the verbiage, everything is frequency. Remember, everything is frequency. Everything is energy, right? A lot of us are casting just a lot of us are casting spells and hexes on our own lives, on our own frequencies, on our own aura, and we don't even realize it. We don't even realize it because we're so programmed. They're dominant programs that we should not, and we just haphazardly be saying shit. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm well. Oh, how you doing? That, same old shit, different day. What do you expect that's going to keep happening? Oh, in the evil world today, in the ugly world, choose positive. What do you think that's keep happening? You're literally casting spells over your life, and you don't even realize it because you don't understand it. You don't have the information. You don't know nothing about language. You don't know frequency, and the same things you don't know. It's what's hurting you. It's what's destroying you. It's what's causing you to self-destruct. What you don't know hurts you. What you don't know affects you. Who lied and told you that? Oh, what you don't know won't hurt you. That is a fucking lie. In fact, that's one of the most dangerous lies that have ever been told. One of the most dangerous lies that have ever been told. What you don't know won't hurt you. That is a lie. That is a lie. Because the very same language, and I'm not talking about cultural languages. I'm not talking about whether you know French, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Mandarin, Ebonics. I'm not talking about whether you know French or whether you know. I'm not talking about cultural languages. I'm talking about the vibratory languages, words, frequency, the language, the energy. That's the language. Our same. We don't understand that. So we're speaking about things. What's another thing that we say all the time? I bet this world is ugly. Oh, all men are dogs. I'm thinking about the common ones that we use. All women are gold diggers and this and that. And these are the same people talking about, I want to find my husband. I want to find my wife. How? When all the men are dogs and all the women are gold diggers and everybody lying. How are you ever going to expect to have somebody come into your life that you can trust if you can't trust nobody? How are you going to build family and community and unite when it's you against the world? Like, come on now. We got to start making sense. We have got, same old shit. That's another one. That's another good one. Yes. That's right. Lyric, I miss seeing you. Same old shit. Yeah, so true. I'll be catching it later. The best thing you can do is start being aware, right? Things are not going to change like in the snap of a finger. I get it, but at least get on the damn path, right? At least stop, at least get sober, at least get straight. I did the mastery class like 4 weeks ago, and y'all, it's the best thing you can invest in right now. Ashe, thank you so much, Lyric. I'm actually, Lyric, I actually have an intensive master course I'm giving probably in another month. There's a waiting list if you're interested. And is that one gonna be good? Yes, we have to, it's like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm dealing with it. Like the language, it's like, oh my goodness, you don't even realize what you're saying, what you're doing to yourself. Remember, what you feed gains power and what you starve loses its power, right? So we're indirectly feeding these things, yet we wondering why our reality is the way it is, right? We're wondering why our reality is the way it is. This is why I teach self-mastery, because it don't matter what you want. It don't matter who you want. It don't matter where you want to be. It don't matter where you don't want to be. Until you understand, until you first gain the information that, baby, things are going to change for the worse. They're not going to get better. Indisputable fact. As living organisms, our primary function is to elevate, expand, to grow. And if we're not doing that, guess what? We're doing the opposite of that. No one is excluded. This is why it's so important. This is why I take this serious. This is why y'all hear some of the same things because it's important. Because a lot of us that want to get it isn't getting it. Because there's too many foolish people. There are too many unlearned people teaching unlearned people. Too many of us chasing the wrong things. Too many of us focusing on the wrong things. Too many of us are consuming the wrong things. And then we're wondering why we're choking. We're wondering why we're getting food poisoning. And some of them have really good intentions, but it doesn't matter what the universe don't care whether you got good intentions or not. The effects are going to be the effects. Cause and effect. It don't matter whether you meant good or meant bad or where I didn't mean. It don't matter. You did what you did. It happened. You said it. We didn't do it. Well, it doesn't matter. This is why nobody is excluded. Not even children are excluded from universal principles and laws. Y'all need to understand how deep this goes. Not every soul on this realm, even newborns the fetus is still subjected to universal laws and principles. Fetuses, newborn babies aren't excluded. No one is excluded. This is what this is one of the things I want y'all. No one is excluded. Yes, we do it to ourselves. We do. It just be too much. You so damn pessimistic, don't see no line, and just pessimistic, just pure pessimism. And you wondering why. We wondering why. And then we blame God on everything. It's either we blaming God or we blaming the devil. I mean, damn, is it ever going to be you? Is it ever going to be you? You either blaming God or blaming the devil. Oh, the devil in my house. The devil is in my bed. The devil, he always coming. Please make that make sense. If that's correct in your mind, how would you ever get something to disappear if you keep saying it's chasing you? How would you get, make it make sense, please. How do you want the quote unquote devil to disappear from your life when you keep giving him energy or her energy or feeding it? Oh, the devil, 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 the devil. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think? You might as well just stop talking about it and just accept the fact that, hey, he around or she around, whatever. Like, come on, like we don't understand. And that's the one thing I don't like about man-made religions, because it keeps you mentally entrapped. It keeps you mentally enslaved, because as long as you blame in another person, place, or thing or entity, it removes you from taking accountability and responsibility for the way your life is. Because it's easier to point the finger at somebody else. It's easier to lay shit at an altar you didn't even fucking build, or you don't deserve it in the first place. It's easier to point the finger than it is for you to take accountability and responsibility. It's easier for you to just commit a grave sin, quote unquote, right? Go lay it at the altar and then think that you can just simply wash your hands from it. It's easier for you to cherry pick scriptures out of the great book when it serves your purpose and just completely act like you deaf, dumb, and blind. Like, I didn't read that passage. The hell you didn't. The hell you didn't read it. You read it, you seen it. You probably got it mentally recorded. Yes, that's how you gain your power back. Like, stop. When did you? That's the issue with it. Because you never truly do a deep introspection of, you know what? I actually chose to do what I did. And if you really want to be transparently honest with yourself, a lot of us like the stupid shit that we was doing. A lot of us like the stupid shit that we still doing. And the best thing you can do is be transparently honest with yourself. Hey, if you like it, you like it. Because in order to change, one of the things you need to understand when you are getting prepared to change something, you need to fully accept it, because the reverse is going to happen. If you are overweight and you don't like your physical appearance, right? It don't matter how many times you say, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You are actually mentally doing the reverse, because you haven't fully accepted who you are. You haven't fully accepted your body. Now you don't fully love yourself right now. How the hell you expect your manifestations or your affirmations to come to fruition if you haven't fully accepted the fact that, hey, I'm this many pounds. I'm this way. I look this way. My eye is like my eye one go that way. My eyes, until you fully accept whatever it is you no longer want in your life, nothing is going to change in the way that you want it to change. Nothing. It don't matter how many affirmations you speak. Baby, it's a waste. I don't care how many vision boards you put up or how much sparkles you put on it. It's not going to work, because that's not how the universe works. That's not how it works. That's not how the law of energy and frequency, manifestation and attraction, that's not how it works. And y'all keep flocking and investing in your hard-earned time, money, energy, and essence to classes that's teaching you how to get him quick, how to get her quick. Right? All about, I'm going to teach you about femininity. I'm going to teach you how to live a soft life. I'm going to teach you I'm going to teach you how to wear that dress. I'm going to teach you how to talk to him, or I'm going to teach you how to talk to her. I'm going to teach you how to be that boss itch or boss man. I'm going to teach you how to be up and get it stuck. I'm going to teach you how to, seduce him. I'm going to teach you how to seduce her. I'm going to teach you how to attract him. And then I'm going to teach you how to do all of these, baby. And what you keep on doing? Chasing your tail in circles. It ain't working. You got to realize when people simply don't know what they don't know and misguiding you, whether they have good intentions or not. That's just what it is. It's the facts. There's a lot of people out here hyping you up. There's a lot of people unjustly manipulating you because you lack the knowledge. because you lack awareness, because you lack acceptance, full acceptance. And for all the other reasons. And I'm like, God damn. Sometimes I feel bad, and sometimes I'm like, oh, baby. Well, you done dug that hole, baby. Yes, you have to fully accept yourself first. It's all about frequency alignment. It's all about energetic alignment. We just call it by different things. But when you lack the knowledge, when you lack the information, when you lack how to apply the information, and you lack mentorship, things are going to continually go in the opposite direction of what you want it to go. That's just the facts of the matter. That's what they're not telling you. These are the undesirable truths that people are not telling you. Specifically, those who know the undesirable truths that are not telling you. Simply because they just want something from you more than they want to give you something. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm also not promoting courses and classes and books and different things like that. Right? But I don't want your money more than I want you to elevate, because when you elevate, we elevate. When you grow, we grow. Together we are powerful. Divided we are powerless. Y'all have to understand this. We must. Okay? And I am way past my hour. It's an hour and 41 minutes. I did good. 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 Right? So listen here. Right? If you've enjoyed these self-mastery tips, please make sure you subscribe. It's free. You like, you share, you comment, right? That helps me grow the platforms. It helps me to reach other people, other souls, right? Subscribe, share, and like, as always. And if you are ever interested, please know, if you like to work with me, you can click the link in my bio, where you can join a waiting list for all things self-mastery community that is coming soon. You can join a waiting list for Rise of a Goddess community that is exclusively for women, coming soon. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you want me to mentor you, if you feel like, you resonated with me, that I'm supposed to be here, which I am. That's something you will learn, right? Nothing happens by reason, coincidence, or by just coincidence, happenstance, or luck. If you feel you're ready to take it to the next step and you're ready to work with me, I offer mentorship, mentoring. So if you are interested in any of those things, click the link in my bio and you can read more up on it, if you want to, which is going to help you a lot. In a lot of ways, right? So I want to make sure I offer that to you. I also have my last book that I just recently put on. It is about to be manifested in real form. It's already out, but it will now be available in paperback. My latest book, I'm a self-published author, best-selling author. I ain't gonna forget about that. Whoop, whoop. That was an accomplishment that I'm absolutely proud of. Okay. So one of my books, it was my first book, Recreating Your Reality. That book was a bestseller on Amazon. Those who know that's a huge accomplishment. My second book is Raising Your Divine Feminine Energy. And my latest book, Attracting What and Who You Desire, is what most of my current teachings and masterclasses is all about, right? Attracting what and who you desire. And so the workshops, the intense workshop that I have coming is on applying the law of attraction. So be on the lookout for that. I will have the hardcover. Well, it's not the hardcover, the paperback. I'll have the paperback coming soon, applying the law of attracting what and who you desire. And I'm excited. I'm excited about that. That's going to happen really, really soon. So make sure that you are following. I come every Saturday unless I have something to do, and I do self-mastery lessons and we talk on different things. Wednesdays, I started doing another show. All of my platforms are All Things Self-Mastery. I recently just started going live on Wednesdays, which I have an open forum, open platform, and we also discuss things. It's called All Things Self-Mastery, gaining a higher perspective, right? Gaining a higher perspective. It's all about perception. It's all about perspective. So if you're following me, you'll get the notification button that I'm on live. And on Wednesdays, one of the reasons I decided to do that is because I recognize a lot of you by your name, your profile name and your profile pic. However, I would love to like match the face with the name. So I'm looking forward to you sharing those lives with me so we can have a conversation, so we can make it more intimate, right? And I'm all about creating intimate relationships, connecting with people on an intimate level, on a deeper level, right? Because we're extended family now, right? We go together. Okay. There's no separation. You my family, I'm a family. You may not like me all the time. I may not like you all the time. However, it's all with love wins always. You are my extended family now. Like we're together. Like we're in this family bubble together. There is no, right? You my sister, brother, mother, auntie, uncle, cousin. Okay. We related. We related real bad right now. So just accept the fact that we're related, okay? And we ain't going nowhere, okay? We may need breaks every now and again, but we ain't going nowhere, okay? So on Wednesdays, I would like to see you all a lot more. And as always, infinite gratitude. Thank you so very much for joining me, participating with me, communicating with me, because there is no you without me without you, us without us. Okay. And so I understand that. I do what I do because of you. And just as much as I inspire you and educate you, you all do the same for me. Thank you and welcome to all of my new extended families, all the sisters, brothers, auntie, cousins, uncles, mamas, and mamas. Okay. Thank you, all of y'all. Welcome to the All Things Mastery family. Again, I am your self-mastery mentor, Sister Venus. I love you all, appreciate you, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Let's log off on YouTube. Okay, how do I log off on YouTube? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go.